Hello, hello, and welcome to the final episode of Senior Send-Offs Black Women Edition. In this fifth episode, we ask our interviewees to take a step back and reflect on their selves about 4 to 5 years ago before they entered college. We know that reflections can be a great time to look back on all of your accomplishments, but we'll also look back on what someone wished they knew. Through this, we hope that the words of wisdom that they share may inspire future Black women who aspire to attend higher education.
In this episode, we'll be sharing a reflective conclusion with Stephanie, Anovu, Yvonne, and Haya to answer this reflective question. If you can tell your high school senior self one thing, what would it be and why?
I would tell my senior self to definitely talk to everyone. I'm saying this because one, yes, I came from a school that's not great, but some people came from schools that were really great and had like 30 people in their like class from the same school going to Harvard. So I was like, if I just talk to them, they know so many things that I would have no idea of if I never spoke to them. I think I was very good about that in college in terms of like when I realized I did need help, just ask somebody, just because I know there is a chance that if I don't know, somebody around here knows. Like, I won't know who yet, but somebody knows something. Somebody knows something about how to comp a club. Someone knows how to pass a class. Someone already knows about the professors, the opportunities, the internships out here. So I just know talking to everybody, no matter if you think they might not like you, you never know until you try.
I think I would just tell my high school self to just embrace college for all that it is, all the good, the bad, the ugly. I think that one of the things when I think about regrets that I'm actually grateful for is that all my regrets are academic and none of them are social. And in the grand scheme of life, not to be cheesy, but I think what matters more than anything is the people that you've surrounded yourself with. And I have the same friends that I met my very first week at Harvard. That's something that I'm just always going to be grateful for, because this is a very socially abnormal institution. We have a lot of weird infrastructure in place that makes it a very odd space to navigate, especially if you don't force yourself to leave the Harvard bubble. You will find yourself in a lot of situations where you think that the social dynamics of the school are normal, and it's literally just not real life. The access to elitism, the just differences and experiences that people are coming from. I would tell myself to just always remind myself of what I have versus what I don't have. Because I think that that's when I start spiraling. When I just start thinking about all the things I didn't accomplish, all the flops that I had. But in retrospect, they're all the things that have built my character and have given me an ability to kind of save the youth from making the same mistakes. So I think I think maybe that's what I would just tell myself, just think about what you have. Also, my worst reality being my grades sucking at Harvard College, and I'm still graduating with a degree in engineering. That's something that people literally dream of. So I'm fortunate that God has put me in a situation where my worst reality is that, versus when things were feeling like the end of the world. When I think about it, I'm okay, but people are actually experiencing the end of the world on a daily basis. So it's not that big a deal. I think that's what I tell myself, chill out.
I would tell myself that I'm here for a reason and that I belong in every space that I take up. I tell myself to keep going, because you may put yourself down in different subjects in high school that you're actually excelling in and being a CA for here in university. So definitely keep going, keep pushing yourself, and you belong.
I would say never forget the amazing opportunity you have to be here and how much it truly is a privilege. It can be very easy to be ungrateful for this experience when you're in the midst of PSETs and exams, but this is an experience that many people don't get to have, even just the experience of attending college in the first place. So make sure you're gaining as much as you can from it, as much knowledge as you can from it, as much personal human connections, that you're having conversations with people you wouldn't seek out otherwise, and just truly honoring the fact that you're privileged to be here, and making sure that your gratitude shows in every interaction and action that you have.